Hey everyone, in this video, we're going to go over 4.4 work with charts and objects, student activity. This is going to be the on your own 2 section. Make sure you download the data, and it's going to be on the expenses tab here. Go ahead and rename this file, save as. This one is not food sales, this is just expenses. Dot your name, save. Okay, so let's begin. Format the worksheet data and calculate total expenses for each month as follows. Okay, so we want to go ahead and calculate that. If you hit the auto sum here, enter, and then just bring that down. Same thing here, auto sum. Okay. Merge and center title separately. Merge, and then we're going to go ahead and apply heading 1 cell to row 1. And we've got heading 4 styles to rows 2 and 3. Merge and center. Heading 4. Merge and center. Heading 4. Okay. I think we're going to change this to second quarter. I think we're just assuming it's 2020. That's okay. All right. Center headings in row 5. Select that. Center that. Find the totals for each month in second quarter. Oh, I did that already. Format sales amounts for number with comma. With comma. And then format totals for accounting with the dollar sign. I'm going to go ahead and just change that formatting here. Let me get rid of this and just make that white. Okay, we're now on step 4. Create 3 charts as follows using any chart type within the chart category. Pie chart showing second quarter total expenses. So we're going to hit the control key to select the data. I'm holding control. And then we just want to do pie chart, second quarter total expenses. Okay. Insert pie chart. Do like this. And you can pick any style within this. Let's look at the layout real quick. We'll leave that for now. The style. And leave it as well. I'm just going to leave that as well. Okay, let's take a look. Add data labels to include categories and percentages. So as we have this chart selected, more label options, category names, and percentage. No values. Okay. Add a chart title. Hit OK. Click out. Chart title. We want to label this as Vogue Party Planners Expenses second quarter 2020. It's hard to see. Let me resize this. Okay. Resize this a little bit more. Okay. I just want to show you. Let's see if we can. I think that's okay here. And like you could actually, see, so you see how this example here, they have that split. You can actually split that. What I did was I double clicked on this data and you go and format data point, the series option, and you can go ahead and see I'm selecting all this data, and we can do this explosion. Look, as we increase that percentage, it explodes more. And I just want to do maybe just a little bit there so we can see. We'll click off to see how that looks like. So maybe that's a little bit better. Okay. The legend we've got on the bottom here. I don't like that like that. I want it to the right, just kind of all together. Okay. And again, we can make this a little bigger. Size and move the chart so it's best displayed on the page. I think this is okay. Um, yeah, I would just say like if you wanted to change any font colors like this too, like this one here, I would say like if I click on this, I'm gonna change this color because that makes it really difficult to see. And so I'm gonna do something lighter. There we go. So even something like if it's too dark with that dark text, right? It's you adjust that accordingly. I'm okay with this chart. I'm gonna move that here, and that's done. So let's look at B here. Let me move this up here. Okay. And we've got B. We want to do a bar chart showing all expenses for April, May, and June. Okay. So that means we're gonna select all this. Bar chart, insert. Let's see what the recommended charts are. Bar chart. Yeah, that looks okay. Okay. And again, let me hit delete one more time. I select the data, insert. If you want to do bar chart here, you can, right? But then you can select the ones on the side if you don't want to use the recommended one. Okay. This one looked like the same one. Okay. I'm going to resize this so that we can see that a little bit bigger. Okay. Add X and Y axis labels. Add a chart. Position the legend as desired. Size and move so it's best displayed. And copy the chart and place it to the right of this one. Okay, so let's do chart title. Vogue Party Planners. Enter expenses second quarter 2020. And this one's by month. Okay, let's do format type. I'm going to add axis titles, primary. This is really our sales in dollars. Go back here, chart, axis titles, vertical. This is our really expense type. Zoom in so you can see that a little bit better. And I think that's okay. You could see, I mean, if you want numbers, you can, but if we're adding numbers, that's going to be too cluttered. I know that already because of the way that these are together. So again, you could do labels, data labels. Like if we see like the way that we do that, it doesn't. It's just going to be too cluttered, and I don't want to resize that, right? So I'm going to leave that as is. What's going to move the legend to the right side? Okay. And I think that's it. I like that the way it is. You can go ahead and change colors as needed, but that looks good to me. Okay. This last step here for 4B5 is to copy the chart and place it to the right. Okay, so right click, copy, click off. I'm going to paste. Okay. We can move these charts. You can copy charts just like that because they're objects. So let me move my screen a little bit in preparation for this last part here. You're gonna do a bar chart showing all expenses by months. Sometimes when you create a chart, the data may not be grouped the way you want. However, you can switch the row and column data by selecting Design on the chart tools and choosing row column data. And selecting, choosing row column data. Doing so will organize your data differently. Okay. So here, select the copy chart and select Design on the chart. here. Okay, then select row column data. Let's see. Yes, switch row column. So what happened there is, and this is the original one. So when I switch row and column, what you'll notice when I click this, we have months now here, June, May, and April, and that's broken up by the expense type. And then we've got sales below here. Okay, so that just changed that so this data is presented differently. Okay, this one was by, this is actually by month. This was actually, and I go back change by expense. I should say by type. By month here, and this is June, May, and April here. And then we'll have that change the y-axis title to months. Yep, because this is not expense type anymore. Let's say month. Okay. And then position the legend as desired. I think we're okay here. And that's it. No data labels. The rest is good. Make sure you save and then upload to the Google Classroom. Thanks, everyone.